Walmart.
Let's kick back for the moment. Toss all your worries in the air, cause you forget them when you're there. Let's go out back tonight.
Let go of the day. Go out back tonight, for the steak is thick and juicy. The shrimp is grilled and sweet. The chicken, tender. Your only worry is which to choose.
Let's go out back tonight.
Tonight, let go.
Life will still be there tomorrow.
Go out back.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice. It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
Hello, everybody, and welcome here to Five County Stadium. Here, the site of Sunday, Championship Sunday of the USA South Conference Tournament. We have the number 4 LaGrange College Panthers taking on the number 6 seed Methodist University Monarchs. This is Championship Day. My name is Casey Bowe. Alongside me is Drew Wilson, and the next pitch is fouled off. 1-2 count now for the leadoff guy, Mr. Josh Shiver for LaGrange. And Drew, a beautiful day for baseball. Sun is out. No clouds, and it's just going to be a great championship Sunday. I can already see it now.
Absolutely. We got two teams that are playing really solid ball right now, and Methodist, the 6th seed, getting all the way to the championship, undefeated, and LaGrange, meanwhile, fighting their way back from an opening round loss, and now we have two teams battling out for the championship here today on day 4 of the tournament.
And who would have thought, as Josh Shiver hits it between first and second, and that's going to be a leadoff base hit to start the game. Who would have thought the number 4 and the number 6 seed will be going against each other here in Championship Sunday?
Certainly one of the surprises of the tournament, but that's why you play the tournament is to give teams like that an opportunity to come through and prove themselves, and they've done that so far this weekend here in between Wilson and Zebulon, North Carolina, in our 4-day tournament.
So next up to bat is the DH, Mr. Anthony Iannetta. Runner on first. Judge, he deals, pitches high for a ball. Going to give you the starting lineups. First for the Methodist University Monarchs. They're the home team. They're in the field. Chris Power at catcher. Ronnie Hatfield at second. Third base, Stephen Kirby. Left field, Brandon Thigpen. First base, Tyler Younger. DH, Travis Johnson. Shortstop, Stephen Knowles. Right field, Alex Rodriguez. Center field, Cody Milosky. And pickoff move from Michael Judge. He is the pitcher, starting pitcher today for the Methodist University Monarchs. Runner on first, 1-0 count here. Michael Judge looking back at first. He deals, and Iannetta is still trying to lay down the bunt, but he pulls it back as the ball was high, 2-0 count.
Judge making his 17th appearance on the season, only his 3rd start of the year, had a 2-3 record and a 3.72 ERA this season for the Monarchs. Usually a guy that comes out of the pen, but making the start here.
And Shiver is going, and Iannetta fouls it away on a bunt. As the Shiver was going on that play, 2-1 count now.
And your lineup for LaGrange, obviously batting first was Josh Shiver. He's at first base now. Anthony Iannetta at the plate, designated hitter. Then you got Brent Kinsey at first base, John Brock in center field, Cody Murin at second base, Blake Shuk at shortstop, Miles Lee in left field, quick throw to first base, not in time. Miles Lee in left field, Connor Bond behind the plate, Jim Reed in right field, and Patrick Riley on the mound today for the Panthers.
Judge look back to first. He deals, and a bunt is laid down by Iannetta. Coming to pick it up is Younger. He throws it over to Ronnie Hatfield at first, and that's going to be the first out. But a sack bunt for Anthony Iannetta.
Just a reminder, LaGrange, obviously if they want to win the tournament and get the NCAA bid from the USA South Conference, they will need to win this game and force a second game later today. And they would have to win that one as well. Methodist, all they need to do is win right now, and it is over. Otherwise, we go to that game 2, which would start around 4 o'clock, and they would need to win that one.
Judge looks back at second. He deals, swing and a miss by Brent Kinsey for strike number 1. 0-1 count, 1 away. Shiver, he's at second. LaGrange trying to get up early on the Methodist Monarchs.
Kinsey batting around 285 this season.
And pitches over 4 strikes, so quickly a 0-2 count for Brent Kinsey. 5 County Stadium, home of the Carolina Mudcats, a single-A affiliate of the Cleveland Indians. Judge, he deals and pitches outside for a ball. 1-2 count, 1 away. Head coaches for the first with LaGrange is Kevin Howard, and for Methodist is longtime coach Tom Alston. Swung on and hit by Brent Kinsey. That's going into right field. And a right fielder, Alex Rodriguez, is there to make a grab, but tagging up is Shiver. He'll push over to third base. So Brent Kinsey does what he needed to do. And he got Shiver over at third. It would have been better if he got a hit, but he moved the runner.
Definitely a productive at bat, even though it's an out. Now you get to have a runner 90 feet away. And every run is going to count here, as when you get to day 4, sometimes the pitching is run thin. So it could be a high-scoring affair.
And swing and fouled away. Center fielder John Brock is in the box. Lefty versus righty, 0-1 count, 2 away. Shiver over at third. Judge, pitch, and it's slow for a ball. Chris Powell tried to frame that one.
This is only Methodist's 4th game of the tournament. They've been lucky, stayed unbeaten, and have only played 1 game a day. Meanwhile, LaGrange, this is their 6th game of the tournament.
Pitch is low for a ball, and Shiver's coming home, and he'll stand up and get the first run of the game.
So LaGrange takes the early 1-0 lead here over the Monarchs. That could be huge.
So 2-1 count now for John Brock. Shiver came home on that's a pass ball or a wild pitch.
We'll see what they rule it.
Pitch is outside for a ball, 3-1 count. And next pitch is over for a strike. 3-2 count now, 2 away.
And it will be a wild pitch.
And swung on and hit to the third baseman for the Monarchs. That's Stephen Kirby. Throws on over to first. That's out number 3. But the Panthers get one here in the top of the first. So 1-0 lead for the Panthers. When we come back, we'll have the number 6 seed Methodist University Monarchs, who are undefeated in the tournament. They'll be up to bat. So stay with us live here from 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio.
Welcome back. Our big leader is Carl Senegren, a bouncer from Saskatchewan. His hobbies are eating and lighting firecrackers. And it says here, Carl, you're looking forward to the 7th grade. You're going to be a teacher?
No, a student, Alex.
You mean you're not even in high school yet?
What is no? But I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Let's get some harder questions here, huh, Alex?
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
We did it. For the clutch players, our beds, our lobbies. Courtyards changed it all. For the go-tos, the can-dos. Deep mattresses and crisp sheets. Wide open spaces with Wi-Fi, easy chairs, and freshly stocked 24-hour markets. All for them, for the pros who suit up and take the field.
Courtyard, redesigned by business travelers for business travelers.
Let's do this.
spaces to work, relax, and unfold at a value that's simply refreshing. Courtyard. It's a new stay.
And we're back here for the bottom half of the first inning. LaGrange with a 1-0 lead over Methodist Monarchs. And leading off for Methodist will be the catcher, Chris Power, and he will take strike one. Patrick Riley on the mound today for LaGrange, as Power swings and misses at that one. Look at Riley, freshman pitcher, only his 5th game of the season, only his 2nd start. He's pitched 5 innings and allowed 10 runs in those 5 innings. 1-2 count now to Power. Pitch on the way, and it's hit out. Chopper up the middle, picked up by Cody Murin at second base, thrown to first base for the first out. So with one away, that'll bring up the second baseman, Ronnie Hatfield. Hatfield batting around 400 this season. And first pitch from Riley. Hatfield shows bunt, but unable to connect, and it'll go across for strike one.
Ronnie Hatfield yesterday went 0-2, but he scored 2 runs, left on base 1 time.
And he chopped one to the shortstop, Blake Shook. Throw to first base, a little wide, and it gets away from Kinsey. So Hatfield will reach on the air.
That's going to be an E6 for the Panthers. A big E6, because Ronnie Hatfield is a pretty fast player over at first.
Stephen Kirby at the plate now for the Monarchs. He'll take ball 1. With 1 out. Probably won't see a sacrifice bunt here, obviously. They'll let Kirby swing away. Quick throw to first base, not in time. Hatfield 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts this season, and he'll take off now. Kirby will swing and hit that one down the right field line, but it'll go foul into the stands. Methodist coach Tom Austin going with the hit and run there. But 1-1 count here with 1 out. Another quick throw to first base, but Hatfield gets back in time. And that pitch is going to be fouled out of play to the right side. Another throw to first. Hatfield dives back safely. Now Hatfield takes off, and hit and run is on. Cody Murin dives, had to dive back to get it, and unable to make the catch as he was going to cover second on the stolen base attempt. Did a good job just to dive back to stop that ball. If he doesn't stop it, he goes into the gap in right center field, and Hatfield's all the way over at third. So that'll be a single for Kirby. So 2 runners aboard with 1 out, and that'll bring up Brandon Thigpen. Thigpen out in right field today, takes strike 1.
It's a big opportunity for Brandon Thigpen. He has the power to hit home runs here.
Thigpen with a pair of home runs in the tournament. And he'll put this one into center field. John Brock there makes the catch, throws over to third base, cut off by the shortstop, Shook. And the runners don't advance, so with 2 outs, that'll bring up the first baseman, Tyler Younger.
Younger yesterday, 0-3 with a strikeout.
First pitch from Riley, high for ball 1. A 1 pitch in the dirt, ball 2. Good job by Connor Bond to block that one and keep it in front of him. Keeps the runners where they are. Two-0 pitch on the way, and once again low and outside for ball 3. Pitch across for strike 1. Runners going, ball hit into the gap in left center field, and the center fielder John Brock underneath it to make the catch for the final out. So Methodist gets a couple of runners on, unable to get them in, and we'll go to the top half of the second inning. When we come back, LaGrange leads Methodist 1-0 here from 5 County Stadium. You're listening to the USA South Conference Tournament. Live coverage right here in Zebulon, North Carolina.
The Cows want to remind you to cater your next party with chicken. Like the 15 crowd-pleasing trays from Chick-fil-A. Whether it's the nuggets, brownie, or chicken minis tray, both you and the Cows will have more reason to celebrate. Chick-fil-A catering.
Chick-fil-A serves Danville with locations on Riverside Drive and in Piedmont Mall. Also, be sure to check out the new desserts from Chick-fil-A, featuring the chocolate chunk cookie, the fudge brownie, or the cookie or brownie sundae.
So here we are in the 4th quarter. No time left, and the touchdown is under review.
Hey, guys, what do you think? We're not ready to go yet. Is there any way you can send this thing into overtime? No problem.
I don't know what he was looking at, but we're going into overtime.
Buffalo Wild Wings, you have to be here.
This could finally end it. Oh, my.
And we're back here live here at 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio. My name is Casey Bo. Alongside me is Mr. Drew Wilson. And this is Championship Sunday. The Panthers taking on the Monarchs. And now the Panthers are back up to bat here in the top of the 2nd. Swung on and hit by Cody Murin. His first is back, goes right to Stephen Kirby. Throws it hard over to first. That's going to be a 5-3 put out for the first out of the inning.
Great play by Kirby, even to just jump up and get that ball, and then to come down, get his balance, and make that hard throw over to first base in time to get the runner. Certainly a great play for him as Methodist records the first out.
Now coming up is Blake Shook, the shortstop. 1 away, and first pitch to Shook from Judge is a ball. So 1-0 count, 1 away. Second pitch is inside for a ball. Yesterday, Mr. Shook went 2 of 3 with 2 runs in last night's game to get to Championship Sunday. Swung on and hit, and that's going to go foul. Got some good contact on that one. Just couldn't straighten it out. 2-1. 2-1 is your count. Judge, he deals, and pitch gets away from Chris Powell, but it's a ball. 3-1 count.
All these games starting to run together, but Shook, I don't recall him having a great couple first days, but yesterday really had a good 2 games for LaGrange in those wins.
And swinging, fouled it away. 3-2 count. Judge Deal swung on and hit, and that's going to be popped up to Ronnie Hatfield at second and shallow right, and that will be out number 2. So Michael Judge working quickly as he knocks down his first 2 at bat. Batters at here in the top of the second. Miles Lee, the left fielder, will step in, lefty versus righty. Miles Lee yesterday, 1 for 3. 2 RBIs, 2 strikeouts. Pitches on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1 count. No one on base, 2 away. Pitch inside corner for a strike, 0-2. On deck for LaGrange is Kyle Nerbon and Jim Reed, and pitch gets away from Chris Powell, trying to get Miles Lee to chase on the outside. So 1-2 count now.
Lee only batting about 173 this season, but had a couple hits. And speaking of hits, he's hit by the pitch.
So that will be a runner on first now with 2 away. LaGrange hoping to start a 2-out rally here. Get some production here, 2 outs. They scored back in the first as Shiver came home on a pass ball, or was it a wild pitch?
It was a wild pitch.
Wild pitch. Now up is Kyle Nerbon, righty versus righty, runner at first. Judge looking, he deals, swung on a hit by Kyle Nerbon. That's going deep and back, and just foul. Wow.
That's one of the few shots we've seen that even have come close to having the ability to go out, and he just hooked that foul. Don't know if it would have made it out, if it would have stayed straight. It would have been right at the top of the wall. LeBron showing a little power there. Didn't have any home runs during the regular season.
And the pitch is in there for a strike, so 0-2 count now. Runner on first, that's Miles Lee. Swung on and hit that straight back to the middle, but there is the shortstop, Stephen Knowles. He throws it to first. 6-3 put out for out number 3. So nothing here in the top of the first. When we come back, Methodist will be back in the bottom of the second. Stay with us live here from 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio.
The path to financial freedom needs to be clearer. You want to be confident in your choices every step of the way. At BB&T, we've spent more than 135 years sharing our knowledge, helping clients manage their day-to-day finances and reach their long-term financial goals. When you're better informed, you head in a brighter financial direction. Talk to us today about where your money can take you and know how it feels to know more. BB&T. As a business owner, you need to choose the financial direction that's best for you to find a clear path to growth and success. At BB&T, we support businesses of all sizes with personal service and advice, sharing the sound financial knowledge we've gained over more than 135 years, so you can move ahead with confidence. Talk to us today about your business goals and know how it feels to know more.
And we're back here for the bottom half of the second inning. LaGrange still leads Methodist 1-0, and leading off will be the designated hitter, Travis Johnson. First pitch from Riley on the way, and across the plate for strike 1. Travis Johnson batting .276 this season, and he'll hit one up the middle, and it will get through for a single. So Travis Johnson aboard to lead off the bottom of the second inning. And now coming to the plate will be the shortstop, Stephen Knowles.
Stephen Knowles went 1 for 4 yesterday against the game against Piedmont.
See if they play small ball and move the runner over, and looks like they will try to as Knowles lays down the bunt. Josh Shiver, third baseman, in to make the play. Long throw to first, and he will get Knowles out. But that will move the runner Johnson over to second base here with 1 out. So Knowles gets the job done, and that'll bring up Alex Rodriguez, the right fielder. Rodriguez batting .233 this season. Played in 21 games coming into today, and he'll take ball 1 on the outside.
Rodriguez went 0 for 3 yesterday against Piedmont.
1-0 pitch across for strike 1. One pitch from Riley. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Nice day for baseball here. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Wind blowing just a little bit from right to left field here at 5 County Stadium. 1-2 pitch on the way and misses inside. LaGrange wearing their black jerseys and red hats with white pants, red socks. Methodist in their white pants, but wearing their camouflage tops today. As Rodriguez will put this one into the hole in shortstop. Shortstop Blake Schuch tries to go to third base to get the lead runner, and his throw just a little wide. Josh Shiver able to come up with it, but Johnson able to get in behind him, and he will advance. So now runners on the corners, and that'll bring up Cody Milosky, center fielder. That last play ruled a single for Rodriguez, as regardless of the throw over to third, he certainly probably would have gotten to first base safely. That's a tough play to make. And a good job by Schuch to even get to that ball and keep the runner from scoring. Milosky throws up the bunt and it pops it up. And Patrick Riley comes in to make the play from the mound. So Milosky unable to get down the safety squeeze. So he pops out for the second out. And now Methodist will go back to the top of his lineup, and Chris Power will come up. Power 0 for 1 today. Has a chance to tie up the game with runners on the corners here with 2 outs. And first pitch fouled out of play to the right side for strike 1.
It's just, right now, for Methodist, unfortunate because you had a runner at third and a popped-up bunt. It's not what you wanted, especially now. Riley could just go to work now with Chris Powell. Try to get out of this jam.
0-1 pitch on the way. Misses low and outside for ball 1. Monarchs were trying to definitely do everything they could to get that runner in. With Milosky trying to lay down that bunt. Try to tie things up here. And now a fake throw to third. See if they could catch Rodriguez maybe trying to go off to second base. See if they could catch Rodriguez. And ball is hit into the gap in right center field. That gets by Brock. 1 run will score. They're going to send home Rodriguez, and he makes it. And Methodist takes a 2-1 lead over LaGrange on that hit. by Chris Power. Power put that one right in the gap, and John Brock, the center fielder, got over there but couldn't cut it off, and it got by him. Luckily for them, Jim Reed, the right fielder, was also backing up the play, and he was able to get it and hold Power to just going to second base. Good piece of hitting with 2 outs by Power. Now he's given his Monarchs a 2-1 lead here in the bottom half of the second inning. And Power credited with the 2 RBI double, and that'll bring up Ronnie Hatfield, the second baseman. Hatfield fouls that one out of play to the right side. Hatfield 0 for 1 today, but did reach on an error back in the first inning. Riley's pitch in the dirt, and he goes to the backstop. It'll be a wild pitch, and that'll allow Power to get over to third base.
Right now, things are falling apart for the LaGrange College Panthers. Hopefully, Riley can get his composure back, try to get this last out.
And that pitch will hit the outside corner for strike 2. Just when you thought you were going to get out of it, had 2 outs, runners on the corners, and then that 2 RBI double changes everything. Hatfield chops this one to third base. Josh Shiver has it. Long throw over to first, and that'll get Hatfield, but not before Methodist scores 2 runs in the bottom half of the second inning. And they take a 2-1 lead over LaGrange as we'll go to the top of the third. You're listening to the Average Sports Network's coverage of the USA South Conference Baseball Championship.
The word is Ashley.
Can I have a definition, please?
Ashley Furniture Home Store is the #1 home furniture retailer in the United States.
Ashley. A-S-H-L-E-Y. Ashley.
A Pinnacle fishing rod, a tackle box, an Ozark Trail tent, and an air horn.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's get out. This is a fishing trip, not a sleeping trip. All right. Yes, well, you gonna get this, huh? Yeah, you up now.
Only Walmart has low prices every day on everything you need, backed by our ad match guarantee. Save money, live better. Walmart.
And we're back here live here at 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio. My name is Casey Bowe. Shortly we will be joined again by Mr. Drew Wilson here. But 2-1 is your score. Now the Methodist University Monarchs have gained the lead with a 2 runs in the bottom of the second. Now we're here in the top of the third. A big double by the catcher at the top of the lineup, Chris Power, with a 2 RBI double to give them a 2-1 lead. And after the Panthers had pretty much everything going pretty good by scoring a run in the first, just had a little meltdown in the bottom of the second. So now up to bat for LaGrange is Jim Reed, and he bunts it right over to the first baseman, Tyler Younger, and Younger just waits there and tags him with a 3-U. So easy out number 1, and Jim Reed, his bunt did not go where he wanted to go. He wanted to pull the first baseman off the bag, but unfortunately just couldn't get it there. Michael Judge on the mound. He deals, pitches in there for a strike to the top of the lineup, Josh Shiver. Shiver so far with a single back in the first. He's going to get another single as he hits one to left center. So 2 for 2 now for Josh Shiver.
Shiver's batting average through the tournament, it hasn't really been up there, but he's definitely pushing it up a little bit today. He's done a lot of other things. I think he has 5 stolen bases in the tournament in the first 5 games. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Anthony Iannetta.
Swung on and hit by Iannetta, and that will go foul. 0-1 count here, 1 away. And going back to the bottom of the second, the Panthers got 2 outs on the Monarchs and unfortunately just gave up a double. Michael Judge, he deals to Iannetta, and which is in there for a ball, so 1-1 count, 1 away.
Iannetta had a sacrifice bunt back in his first at bat. Helped get Shiver, move him over, and eventually helped him score.
Judge throws back over to first. Oh, wow, close play. But Shiver spinning over there in the dirt, but he was lucky to get back.
Looked like he was about to take off, and whoops, better get back. And he barely just got back under the tag.
Time is called. 2-1 count. Excuse me, 1-1 count for Iannetta. 2-1 is your score. And another pickoff move back to first. Nothing doing there. Beautiful weather here in Zebulon, North Carolina, here at 5 County Stadium. Judge deal, swung on and fouled back. Hit and run was on. Shiver have to go back to first. 1-2 count, 1 away. Two count, and pitch is outside for ball. 2-2, 1 away. Michael Judge Diaz swung on and hit by Iannetta. That's going to get him past the third baseman, and 2 singles for the number 1 and number 2 batters for LaGrange. So now up to bat is the first baseman, Brent Kinsey. He's 0 for 1 for today. And back in the first, he flied out to right field. Runners on first and second. Michael Judge looks back at second. He deals, swung on and hit, and that's going to be foul from Brent Kinsey.
Kinsey batting .293 coming into today. Has 16 RBIs on the season.
And pitches in the dirt. So 1-1 count. Brent Kinsey from Thomasville, Georgia. Judge deal, swung on and hit by Kinsey. That's going into center field. There is Molosky. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Now the center fielder, John Brock, will come up. 2-1 is your score. The Monarchs on top. The Panthers have runners on first and second and need a hit here to move the runners. Judge looks back at second. Runners are going. and Chris Power doesn't even make a move.
Shiver got a great jump going to third. Easily got there, and then Ionetta followed him, went to second. I don't know if it just took Power by surprise or what, but
no one looked like they were going to cover the bag.
Now the tie and run only 90 feet away. Go ahead run at second base.
Swung on and hit by John Brock. That's going to go back deep out of play. So a nice double steal for the Panthers. Ideally, John Brock would like to get a single here or more. Pitches outside for a ball. 1-2 count. And the pitch is in the dirt. Full ball, 2-2 count. 2 away. Swung on and hit. That's going to the shortstop, Stephen Knowles. Throws it over to first. That will be a 6-3 put out for the final out of the top of the third. So 2-1 still remains the score. Monarchs hold them with a goose egg in the top of the third. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. The Monarchs will be up to bat. Stay with us live here from 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio.
Let's go out back tonight.
Let go of the day. Go out back tonight. But the steak is thick and juicy. The shrimp is grilled and sweet. The chicken, tender. Your only worry is which to choose.
Let's go out back tonight.
Tonight, let go.
Life will still be there tomorrow.
Go out back.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
And we're back here for the bottom half of the third inning on Championship Sunday. Methodist leads LaGrange 2-1, and Stephen Kirby hits a first pitch down in the corner in left field, and he will get a stand-up double. So Kirby off to a good start. It's his second hit, 2 for 2 today. And now Brandon Thigpen will step up, but not before he has a meeting with with Coach Tom Austin. We'll see what Thigpen wants to do. Maybe he swings away, maybe he lays down the bunt, try to move the runner over, and Methodist trying to extend their lead. They fell behind 1-0 back in the first inning and scored 2 runs last inning. Thigpen, left-hander. And he will not show bunt. The ball will hit outside. So 1-0 count to Thigpen. Thigpen flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way, and he's going to hit this one into center field. That's going to drop, and that'll score as the ball gets away from Brock. And Thigpen will cruise on into second base. Ball dropped in front of Brock, and I don't know if he just looked up to see where the runner was or not, but took his eye off the ball, but it ricocheted off his leg. So Kirby able to score easily. I think he probably would have scored either way. But that certainly got Thigpen to second base. And so the Monarchs now lead 3-1. Now we're going to have a meeting on the mound with LaGrange's coach. He come out to talk. We'll see what they'll discuss, but while they're talking, Casey, I just was noticing not a bad crowd here on Championship Sunday. Certainly a lot more Methodist fans, and I'm sure the distance has something to do with that. Methodist located only about 80 miles away, so it's about an hour and 15-minute drive from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Meanwhile, LaGrange, a little bit further trip. They're about 500 miles away, and that's about a 7.5-hour trip.
Wow. It's a long way away. And fans just, just let you know that, as you see on the screen of different cameras, as they show shots of foul balls and stuff, that's not, all of those empty seats are not necessarily how many people are here. There is a lower level that you can't see at the bottom, and it's a lot of people down behind home plate.
Tyler Younger at the plate now for Methodist, and he will show bunt but pull it back, and he'll still take ball one. Thigpen at second base here. Nobody out in the bottom of the third. Younger will lay down the bunt, but he will foul it off his foot for strike one. Riley looks in. And Younger will show bunt, but pulls it back and hits it up the middle. Blake Shook there and throws to first base, but that'll move Thigpen over to third. Sneaky peeks of hitting by Younger as he shows bunt and then swings. So that'll put the runner over to third base with one out, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Travis Johnson. He'll take strike one on the outside corner. And he will send this one high over towards the first base side. Will it stay in play? Yes, it will. Brent Kinsey making a spectacular grab against the net in foul territory. So Johnson is retired. Now 2 outs. And Stephen Knowles will come to the plate. Knowles technically 0 for today, as he had a sacrifice bunt in his first plate appearance. And that pitch in the dirt makes the count 2-0. If you're wondering how these two teams did against each other in the regular season, they actually played the first weekend of conference play at LaGrange. LaGrange took 2 out of 3 as Knowles takes a strike. LaGrange took the first game of that series 4-2, then won the second game 5-4 in 10 innings as Knowles chops out one foul. Then Methodist came back and won the final game of the 3-game series 7-5. So 2-2 count to Knowles. Pitch on the way, misses high. Ball 3.
Got some action over there. The bullpen of LaGrange look like number 12, Gage Mooney.
Full count. Pitch hit to Knowles. He'll get it through the left side, and that'll score. Thigpen from third. Stephen Knowles coming through with a big 2-out hit, and that'll give Methodist a 4-1 lead here in the bottom half of the third inning. So that'll bring up the right fielder, Alex Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is 1 for 1 today.
Pitch on the way from Riley and misses outside for ball 1. One oh pitch, swung on and miss for strike 1. And throw over not in time. As Casey said, Gage Mooney warming up over in the bullpen. Mooney already pitched one game. He pitched in the opening round game in the 9-1 loss to Piedmont for LaGrange. And this ball is going to hit and be lined out to the second baseman, Cody Murin, for the third out. But Methodist tacks on 2 more runs, and they lead 4-1 over LaGrange. As we go to the 4th inning, when we come back, you're listening to the USA South Conference Baseball Championship right here on the Averitt Sports Network.
Welcome back. Our big leader is Carl Senegren, a bouncer from Saskatchewan. His hobbies are eating and lighting firecrackers. And it says here, Carl, you're looking forward to the 7th grade. You're going to be a teacher?
No, a student, Alex.
You mean you're not even in high school yet?
What is no? But I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Let's get some harder questions here, huh, Alex?
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
We did it. For the clutch players, our beds, our lobbies. Courtyards changed it all. For the go-tos, the can-dos. Deep mattresses and crisp sheets. Wide open spaces with Wi-Fi, easy chairs, and freshly stocked 24-hour markets. All for them, for the pros who suit up and take the field.
Courtyard, redesigned by business travelers for business travelers.
Let's do this.
And we're back here live here from 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio. My name is Casey Bowe. Alongside me is Drew Wilson. And we have the leadoff batter, number 26, the second baseman, Cody Murin. He is 0 for 1 today. First pitch to him from Michael Judge is a ball, so 1-0 count. The Methodist Monarchs lead 4-1 against the LaGrange Panthers here in the top of the 4th. Swung on and hit by Murin. That's going to go foul. So 1-1 count. And pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, 1-2 count. LaGrange need to beat Methodist twice today in order to win the USA South Conference tournament. Pitch is high for a ball. Methodist, all they need to do is win this game, and they're champions. 2-2 count. Swung on and hit. That's going to be high in foul territory. That might stay in, and it's going to hit off foul.
Great championship Sunday here in the Rocky Mount / Zebulon area. Well, most of the conference championships for the USA South spring sports will be decided today. Lacrosse, I believe, finished up yesterday. But golf and softball and tennis, as well as baseball right here, are all finishing up today.
Judge Deal swung on and hit. That's going into right field for Alex Rodriguez. He makes the catch. That's out number 1.
Good play by Rodriguez. He was right there against the fence and able to find out where he was and make the catch.
So 1 away now. Stepping in is shortstop number 8, Blake Shook. Judge deals the first pitch, swung on the hit. That's going to the shortstop, Knowles. Knowles scoops, and he loses it. So an E6 coming up for Stephen Knowles.
He was going to have to rush on that play anyway, but looks like he just lost the handle when he tried to make the transfer from glove to hand. So that put a runner aboard with one out.
So Miles Lee's up to bat. He was hit by a pitch back in the second. Swung on, hit by Miles Lee. That's going into left field. An easy grab for Brandon Thigpen. So runner still at first with 2 away now. Kyle Nurbarn to step in. He's 0-1 today. Grounded out to the shortstop back in the second. Ball hits the dirt. So ball 1-1-0 count here, 2 away. Blake Shook over at first. 4-1 is still your score. Michael Judge looking back at first. He deals. Pitches inside for a ball. Line score reads Panthers 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors. Monarchs 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. And pitches low for ball, 3-0 count.
Urbana, junior out of Lilburn, Georgia. 0 for 1 today, but only 1 ball away from drawing a walk here.
And it pitches over for a strike, 3-1 count. Swung on and hit, that's going to go foul. 3-2 count, now 2 away. Beautiful day for baseball here on Championship Sunday. Monarchs have scored twice in the last 2 innings. Three-two count. Michael Judge, he deals. Swung on a hit by Kyle Nurban. That's going deep into center field, and that will be a easy for F8 for Cody Milosky. So goose egg goes in the top of the 4th. When we come back, we have the bottom of the 4th. The Monarchs will be back up to bat. Stay with us live here from Championship Sunday here on AU SN Radio.
Spaces to work, relax, and unfold at a value that's simply refreshing. Courtyard. It's a new stay.
The Cows want to remind you to cater your next party with chicken. Like the 15 crowd-pleasing trays from Chick-fil-A. Whether it's the nuggets, brownie, or chicken minis tray, both you and the Cows will have more reason to celebrate. Chick-fil-A Catering.
Chick-fil-A serves Danville with locations on Riverside Drive and in Piedmont Mall. Also, be sure to check out the new desserts from Chick-fil-A, featuring the chocolate chunk cookie, the fudge brownie, or the cookie or brownie sundae.
So here we are in the 4th quarter. No time left, and the touchdown is under review.
Hey, guys, what do you think? We're not ready to go yet. Is there any way you can send this thing into overtime? No problem.
And we're back here for the bottom half of the fourth inning. Methodist leads LaGrange 4-1. I'm Drew Wilson, joined by Casey Bowe as we bring you live coverage of the USA South Conference Baseball Championships. At the plate is Cody Milosky for the Monarchs, and he takes ball one. 1-0 pitch in the dirt and outside for ball two. Patrick Riley still on the mound for LaGrange. 2-0 pitch is going to be hit into right field, and it'll drop in fair and bounce out of play, so will be a ground rule double for Milosky. Might have had a chance to maybe even get a triple if that ball not jumped out of play, but right where it landed is right where the fence jets out to the foul line on the first base side and bounced into the stands. But Milosky will take the ground rule double to lead things off here in the bottom half of the fourth. And now up is Chris Power. Power gave the Monarchs a lead with a 2 RBI double, and now he puts this one through the left side for a single. So Chris Power coming through again for the Monarchs, as now Methodist has runners on the corners with nobody out, and Ronnie Hatfield will come to the plate. Hatfield reached on an error back in the first inning, then grounded out to the third baseman to end the second inning. We've seen the Monarchs maybe trying to lay down a bunt in these situations, and Hatfield will square away, but he will pull it back as he takes ball one. Should LaGrange starter Patrick Riley run into more trouble, Panthers still have Gage Mooney warming up in the bullpen. Hatfield squares away and fouls this one off, unable to get the bunt down. Methodist, strategy-wise, trying to get down the safety squeeze with runners on the corners and nobody out. Hatfield squares away, but then Chris Power broke for second base before Riley made the throw. He throws over to second base, and Cody Murin able to tag out Powers. So LaGrange catches the Monarchs off guard, and now there's one away, but still runner at third base. Now we'll have a meeting on the mound, and they're going to make a pitching change in the middle of a 1-1 count. So Gage Mooney will come in, and while he's warming up, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get back to action here from Five County Stadium. You're listening to the Average Sport Network coverage of the USA South Conference Baseball Championship.
I don't ever want to send out a bad pizza. It's got my name on it.
Pizza Tracker lets you track your order at every stage on Domino's.com, and it lets you leave a review instantly.
Tracker gives accountability. It lets you know if Jess is making your pizza, I'm Jess, and I'm making your pizza.
Right now we have one coming up, so that's a good review.
We've got some 5s, which is awesome. We've got some 1s and 2s, which is not so awesome.
Good reviews and bad reviews, they make us better.
We want to know how we're doing.
What more people saw?
More people in the store, or...
Are you kidding me?
That is insane. I never thought I'd see my name scrolling through Times Square.
The reviews are up, so get our $5.99 deal online and tell us how we did.
I think that raises the bar just a little bit higher.
We did it. For the clutch players, our beds, our lobbies. Courtyards changed it all. For the go-tos, the can-dos. Deep mattresses and crisp sheets. Wide open spaces with Wi-Fi, easy chairs, and freshly stocked 24-hour markets. All for them, for the pros who suit up and take the field.
Courtyard, redesigned by business travelers for business travelers.
Let's do this.
And we're back here. Gage Mooney finishing up his warm-up pitches as he comes in for Patrick Riley. Riley went 3 1/3 inning, gave up 9 hits. Full runs of 3 of them were earned, and he's still charged with the runner in third base here with 1 out in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Riley's longest outing of the year. Previously, he had only gone 1 2/3 inning was his longest appearance. So Mooney comes in, and he will face off against Ronnie Hatfield, who has a 1-1 count. And Hatfield will take strike 2 on his first pitch from Mooney. Not often do you see a pitching change made in the middle of a count, but that's what LaGrange coach Kevin Howard decided to do. And now Calendar Braun will go out and talk to Mooney. Take a look at Mooney. This is his 8th appearance of the season. That is a 2.25 ERA. He pitched in the first game of the tournament. Quick throw to third base. Not in time. So 2-2 count. Mooney came in relief, pitched 1 2/3 innings against Piedmont in that loss to start the tournament. And that pitch to Hatfield misses. Full count. Cody Miloski at third base. Here with 1 out. Methodist leads LaGrange 4-1. And Hatfield fouls that one out of play to the right side. Mooney, a junior out of Prattville, Alabama. And swung on a miss by Hatfield, so Hatfield will go down swinging for the second out. So just when it looked like LaGrange was in trouble, they've done a good job so far getting out of it. But they still have 1 more out to go with a runner still at third, and coming to the plate is Stephen Kirby. Kirby swings and misses that first offering from Mooney.
Stephen Kirby 2 for 2 today with a double and a single.
Kirby also scored 1 of those runs for the Monarchs as he fouls that one away. Oh-2 pitch on the way, and it's going to be hit high along the third base line. Josh Shiver shielding his eyes from the sun, and he makes the play in foul territory. So LaGrange escapes trouble after Methodist had runners on the corners with nobody out. And so, as Casey would say, a goose egg goes up in the bottom half of the 4th. But Methodist still leads LaGrange 4-1 here as we go to the 5th. This is the Aber Sports Network coverage of the USA South Conference Baseball Championship.
Spaces to work, relax, and unfold at a value that's simply refreshing. Courtyard. It's a new stay.
The Cows want to remind you to cater your next party with chicken. Like the 15 crowd-pleasing trays from Chick-fil-A. Whether it's the nuggets, brownie, or chicken minis tray, both you and the Cows will have more reason to celebrate. Chick-fil-A Catering.
Chick-fil-A serves Danville with locations on Riverside Drive and in Piedmont Mall. Also, be sure to check out the new desserts from Chick-fil-A, featuring the chocolate chunk cookie, the fudge brownie, or the cookie or brownie sundae.
So here we are in the 4th quarter. No time left, and the touchdown is under review.
Hey, guys, what do you think?
And we're back here live here at 5 County Stadium here on AUS Center Radio. My name is Casey Bowe, alongside me is Drew Wilson. And we are here at the top of the 5th. The Panthers are up to bat. Pitch from Michael Judge is high for a ball. So nothing from either team back in the 4th. 4-1 still remains the score. The Monarchs are on top. Judge deals and pitches in the dirt for a ball, so 2-0 count. Judge, and swing and a miss from Jim Reed. So a 2-1 count now. Jim Reed so far with a grounded out off a bunt. Back to the first baseman, and now he gets a single to lead off the inning. That'll bring up speedy third baseman Josh Shiver, who's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Came around and scored in the first inning, got to third in the third inning. So Jim Reed at first. Judge deals and pitches outside for a ball, 1-0 count.
Okay, so we'll see how far Michael Judge can go. He's only gone 5 innings. It's his longest appearance this year. He did that twice, but they were later in the season. So we'll see how long maybe he can go today as he's entering his 5th inning right now.
And throw over back to first. Nothing doing there. Do believe we might have some action coming up from Methodist in the bullpen.
I believe that's number 7, Josh Ayers, getting his stuff together. We'll see if that is indeed him warming up.
Swung on and hit by Shiver. That's going into right center. Ranging over is Molosky, and he'll grab that one for the first out. So that'll bring up the DH, Anthony Ionetta. He is 1 for 1 today, and a sacrifice bunt back in the first and a single in the third. So 1 away. 4-1 is your score. Runner at first. Ionetta swung on and hit on the first pitch. That's going to Molosky again. Not too much movement from him, and he'll grab that one for out number 2. 2 flyouts to center field. Leaves the runner at first and brings up Brent Kinsey.
Molosky playing that one perfectly. So it was hit straight away to center field, maybe made 2 or 3 steps to his left. Made the easy grab for the second out.
Judge looks over at first. He deals and pitches in there inside for a ball. Judge thought he should have had a strike there. But umpire ruled 1-0. Scoreboard says 0-1. Judge deal. Swung on and hit by Kinsey. That's going down the left field line. That's going to get by. And coming around is Jim Reed. And that'll score a run as the Panthers take it to 4-2 now. There's a big double from Brent Kinsey.
Good base running by Jim Reed.
So some good motivation for the Panthers now. They put a run up in the top of the 5th. They do that just before I was about to say that Michael Judge could go longer than 5, and now John Brock swung on and hit it the first pitch, and that goes to Cody Molosky again. So 3 flyouts to center field for Cody Molosky. That's out number 3, but one run has been made for the Panthers in the top of the 5th. So 4-2 is your score now. When we come back, the Monarchs will have the bottom of the 5th. Stay with us live here from the Championship Sunday here on the Averett Sports Network.
The path to financial freedom needs to be clearer. You want to be confident in your choices every step of the way. At BB&T, we've spent more than 135 years sharing our knowledge, helping clients manage their day-to-day finances and reach their long-term financial goals. When you're better informed, you head in a brighter financial direction. Talk to us today about where your money can take you and know how it feels to know more. BB&T. As a business owner, you need to choose the financial direction that's best for you to find a clear path to growth and success. At BB&T, we support businesses of all sizes with personal service and advice, sharing the sound financial knowledge we've gained over more than 135 years, so you can move ahead with confidence. Talk to us today about your business goals and know how it feels to know more.
And we're back here for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Methodist leading LaGrange 4-2 here on Championship Sunday. And stepping up to the plate first for Methodist will be number 9, Brandon Thigpen. Gage Mooney still on the mound for LaGrange as after coming in the last inning. And his first pitch is a ball to Thigpen. 1-0 pitch on the way, and it's going to be crushed into right field. That one's going to go off the wall, and Thigpen's going to get at least 2, and he will hold up. So Thigpen finds the wall. That wall is really high, probably about 25 feet around most of this ballpark, and he hit about 3/4 of the way off the top of it for the leadoff double to start things in the bottom half of the 5th.
That would have been a home run probably at Methodist or either at Fleming.
Absolutely. Very high walls here. Thigpen already with 2 home runs in this tournament. Had one at Fleming in the first round against Averett, and then had a walk-off home run right here on Friday.
Wish I could have seen that one.
Although his home run here on Friday ended up going on the lowest part of the park, out in right field, where the big wall kind of stops. It just kind of got over the smaller part. It's only about 8 feet, maybe. So Tyler Younger at the plate, and he'll lay down the sacrifice bunt. Throw by Shiver to first base, as the second baseman, Cody Murin, covers first for the first out, but that'll get Thigpen over to third base with 1 out for Travis Johnson, the designated hitter.
Johnson 1 for 2 today. He scored back in the second with a single.
And first pitch misses for ball 1. And that pitch hits the strike zone for strike 1, 1-1 count.
That's the 4th time today the Monarchs have led off in an inning with either a single or double. 3 of those have been doubles. 1 was a single. So that's good. That's good ball right there. That's good baseball.
Absolutely. The only time they haven't done that was the first inning.
That's what allowed them to get a 4-2 lead.
Pitch on the way from Mooney, and Johnson looks at strike 3. So Gage Mooney trying to get out of this jam as LaGrange did last inning when Methodist had runners on the corners with nobody out. Stephen Knowles coming to the plate. And he's going to foul this one along the right side. It's going to get out of play for strike 1. Knowles had a single in his last plate appearance. Also had a sacrifice bunt. Down the count 0-1 here to Gage Mooney. Mooney the side armor. Pitch in there, and Knowles hits this one. It's going deep center field. That's going to drop in. And Knowles with the stand-up double will score Thigpen from third base. So 5-2 Methodist lead. Monarchs keep tacking them on. Good piece of hitting by Knowles. Just got a hold of that one. The wind really wasn't blowing, so that was all power.
5 extra base hits for Monarchs today. They're just seeing the ball well.
Pitch from Mooney up the middle by Alex Rodriguez. That's going to get through as well. They're going to wave home the runner, and he will score as Knowles comes around to make it 6-2.
Monarchs are playing on another level right now.
Well, we knew it was going to, when you get to this point, a lot of it comes down to pitching, and LaGrange just looks like they're sort of running dry right now as they've gone. This is their 6th game of the tournament. They've gone through a lot of arms. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Cody Miloski. Rodriguez still at first, throw over there, not going anywhere. Pitch on the way, ball, and quick throw down to first base, not in time as Rodriguez able to get back. Another throw to first, not in time. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled. Back to the catcher. Mooney looks in, throw away wide for a ball. Mossie's going to foul that one off his foot. Stays alive, though. 2-2 count, I believe. 1-2 count. Throw to first base, not in time. And Miloski swings at that one, but he will miss as he strikes out for the 3rd out, but not before Methodist puts up 2 more runs. They now lead LaGrange 6-2. We'll go to the 6th when we come back. You're listening to the Averitt Sports Network's coverage of the USA South Conference Championship.
Please.
Ashley Furniture Home Store is the #1 home furniture retailer in the United States.
Ashley.
A Pinnacle fishing rod, a tackle box, an Ozark Trail tent, and an air horn.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's get out. This is a fishing trip, not a sleeping trip. All right. Let's do this. Well, we can get fish, huh? Yeah, you up now.
Only Walmart has low prices every day on everything you need, backed by our ad match guarantee. Save money, live better. Walmart.
And we're back here live here from 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio. My name is Casey Bone, soon to be joined by Drew Wilson again. And the LaGrange College Panthers trail the Methodist University Monarchs 6-2. The Panthers will be back up to bat, and the second baseman for the Panthers, Cody Murin, is up to bat. He is 0 for 2 so far. Pitch is over for a strike from Judge. Judge still on the mound. Been pretty good today. Only 2 runs, 5 hits given up. And he bounces one to the plate. So a 1-1 count now. 1-1 count. Pitch swung on and hit by Cody Mirren. Goes to Kirby at third. And Kirby throws on over the first. 4-5-3 put out. And 0 for 3 now is Cody Mirren. Blake Shuck will come up. He is 0 for 2. Reached on an error back in the fourth. Popped up to second baseman. Swung on and hit. That's going into left field. The left fielder, Brandon Thigpen, is there. Quick. 2 outs for Michael Judge. Now stepping up, the left fielder, Miles Lee. He is 0 for 1 today with a fly out back in the fourth, and he was hit by a pitch back in the second. Swung on and hit. That's going down the first base line. Foul. 0-1 count. No one has seemed to be warming up in the bullpen of Methodist. Michael Judge doing a pretty good job so far. They have a 4-run lead right now. Judge deals, swung on and missed by Miles Lee. 0-2 count now. Judge, he deals, swung on and hit. That's going to the shortstop, Stephen Knowles. He makes a diving grab, throws on over to first. That's going to be a 6-3 put out for the third out. Big motivation for the Monarchs. They put a goose egg up in the top of the sixth for the Panthers. 6-2 is your score. When we come back, we'll have the Monarchs. They'll be back up to bat, and they've been hitting well. We'll be right back after these messages here on AUSN Radio.
Forget them when you're there. Let's go out back tonight. Let go of the day. Go out back tonight. But the steak is thick and juicy. The shrimp is grilled and sweet. The chicken, tender. Your only worry is which to choose. Let's go out back tonight. Tonight, let go. Life will still be there tomorrow. Go out back.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice. It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
Welcome back. Our big leader is Carl Senegren, a bouncer from Saskatchewan. His hobbies are eating and lighting firecrackers. And it says here, Carl, you're looking forward to the 7th grade. You're going to be a teacher?
No, student, Alex.
You mean you're not even in high school yet?
And we're back here live here from 5 County Stadium here in Zebulon, North Carolina, home of the Carolina Mudcats and the host of the USA South Conference Tournament. 6-2 is your score. The Monarchs are up to bat, and they have the lead. Chris Power is up to bat. He is 2 for 3 today. Got a single back in the fourth, double back in the second. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Mooney, he deals. Swung on a hit by Chris Powell. That's going into center field. And there's the center fielder, John Brock. He'll grab that one for an out, number 1. Second baseman Ronnie Hatfield will be up. So far, he had a strikeout back in the fourth, ground out to the third baseman in the second, reached on an error back in the first. So far, the Monarchs with 12 hits. Swung on a hit by Ronnie Hatfield. That's going to the shortstop. Shook loses it. That's going to be an E6. Wow. Unfortunate for Blake Shook. Do believe Shook, that is his second error, in basically the same way. He just bobbled the ball. So Ronnie Hatfield reaches on another error, and actually came from the same person. So Hatfield causes Shook to get 2 errors today, And Stephen Kirby hitting the ball well. He is 2 for 3. And his first pitch is over for a strike, 0-1 count. Runner on first, 1 away. Stephen Kirby had a double back in the third, single back in the first. Flew out, pop up to third base back in the fourth. Pickoff move over to first, nothing doing there. Ronnie Hatfield's known to be speedy on the base path. Mooney deal, swung on a hit by Kirby. And third base, throws it over to second, now to first. And a nice ground ball double play to end the bottom of the sixth. So Stephen Kirby grounds out into the double play, and that will end the bottom of the sixth quickly now. Good job by the Panthers. They just need runs on the board. 6-2 is your score. The Monarchs are on top here, live here from the USA South Conference Tournament Championship Sunday. We'll be right back with the top of the seventh. Stay with us live here from Zebulon, North Carolina, AUSN Radio.
We did it. For the clutch players, our beds, our lobbies. Courtyards changed it all. For the go-tos, the can-dos. Deep mattresses and crisp sheets. Wide open spaces with Wi-Fi, easy chairs, and freshly stocked 24-hour markets. All for them, for the pros who suit up and take the field.
Courtyard, redesigned by business travelers for business travelers.
Let's do this.
New spaces to work, relax, and unfold at a value that's simply refreshing. Courtyard, it's a new stay.
And we're back here live here from Zebulon, North Carolina here at the 5-County Stadium. Panthers are back up to bat. My name is Casey Bowe. If you just joined us, Michael Judge just bounced the ball to the plate. 1-0 count now. 6-2 is your score. The number 6 seed Methodist Monarchs are on top. They're trying to cruise on to a USA South Conference Tournament championship. Chasing that ring. Is swung on and missed by Kyle Nurbon. He's the leadoff batter here in the top of the 7th. Nurbon 0 of 2 so far. And he has a 1-2 count on him. And Judge bounces another ball to the plate. 2-2 count. Catcher Chris Powell a little shaken up there. Umpire give him some time. Judge deals, Nurbon, and that's high for a ball. 3-2 count. Now going back to warm up. It's Josh Harris in the bullpen for Methodist. Judge deals, swung on a hit by Nurbon, and that's going to be foul. Umpire just getting out of the way over there behind third base. 3-2 count. Judge deals, swung on a hit by Nurbon. That's going into foul territory. There is the first baseman, Tyler Younger. He'll grab that one for out number 1. So Nurbon 0 for 3 today. Now that'll bring up number 21, Jim Reed, the right fielder. Bunting into a 3U back in the 3rd. And a single back in the 5th. Judge deals and pitches high for a ball. 1-0 count, 1 away. And pitch is low for a ball. 2-0 count. Judge deals, and a fouled away by Jim Reed. Two, 1 count. And fouled away by Jim Reed again. 2-2 count now. We thank you for tuning in to the Averett Sports Network, bringing you live coverage of the USA South Conference Tournament. And swing and fouled away. Again, 2-2 count. And a swing and a miss from Jim Reed. Judge strikes him out. So 2 away here. Here in the top of the 7th. Now coming up is Josh Shiver. So far today, he has 2 singles and a fly out. Scored back in the first. Judge, he deals and pitches low for a ball. Judge, and he bounces the ball to a plate. 2-0 count now. Don't want to lose his batter here. He's working, and he had the first 2 outs of the inning. Trying to have a 1-2-3, and that's over for a strike. 2-1 count. Swung on and hit. That's going to the third baseman. Stephen Kirby throws on over to first, and that's going to be a 5-3 put out. Michael Judge laying down his law here today. He's through 7. 6-2 is your score. The Monarchs are on top. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Monarchs will be up to bat in the bottom of the 7th. Stay with us live here from 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio.
In the fourth quarter, no time left, and the touchdown is under review.
Hey, guys, what do you think?
We're not ready to go yet. Is there any way you can send this thing into overtime?
No problem.
I don't know what he was looking at, but we're going into overtime.
Buffalo Wild Wings, you have to be here.
This could finally end it. Oh, my.
The path to financial freedom needs to be clearer. You want to be confident in your choices every step of the way. At BB&T, we've spent more than 135 years sharing our knowledge, helping clients manage their day-to-day finances and reach their long-term financial goals. When you're better informed, you head in a brighter financial direction. Talk to us today about where your money can take you and know how it feels to know more. BB&T. As a business owner, you need to choose the financial direction that's best for you to find a clear path to growth and success. At BB&T, we support businesses.
And we're back here live here from 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio. Here in the bottom of the 7th, 6-2 is your score. The Methodist Monarchs, the number 6 seed, are on top. Leading off is Brandon Thigpen, the left fielder. Swung on and hit. That's going to be foul, so 1-1 count. Brandon Thigpen so far today has been great at bat, and he has another hit today. He has 3 hits so far. Really making his case and trying to make all tournament. So far he has 2 singles and a double. So run on first, and now Tyler Younger is in, and he's going to try to lay down the bunt. First pitch is in there for a strike on 1 count. Brandon Thigpen is just on fire right now. 3 hits. So 13 hits for the Monarchs total, and a pickoff move back to first from Gage Mooney. Got some action going on in the LaGrange bullpen. Tyler Younger lays down a bunt. Gage Mooney will range over. He'll throw it to first. So a good sack bunt from Tyler Younger as the Monarchs are trying to add on some insurance runs. So we'll score that a 1-3. Now coming up is DH Travis Johnson. So far, he is 1 of 3 today with a strikeout, pop up to first base, and a single and a run back in the second. And we have a pinch hitter for the Monarchs. Number 26, Ray Lanners. Lanners' first pitch is 0 for a strike, 0-1 count. 1 away. 6-2 is your score. Brandon Thigpen on at second. And Lanners is batting for Travis Johnson. Second pitch is swung on and missed by Lanners. You're in the bottom of the 7th. And time is called. Pitcher that is warming up for LaGrange is number 32, Josh Bricker. As Drew said earlier, LaGrange is really running dry on their pitching as this is their 6th game so far, and Lanners fouls 1 away. 0-2 count now, 1 away. 6-2 is your score. Two count, 1 away. Thigpen holding tight at second. And Mooney steps off. He's worried about Thigpen over there. Mooney looks back at second. He deals, pitch is outside for a ball. So a 1-2 count now. Mooney looking back at second, swung on and hit. That's going to go high and foul back. Catcher Nerbon is going to talk to Mooney for a second. 1-2 count, 1 away for Ray Lanners. Before Travis Johnson was pinch hit for, he had a single, strikeout, and a pop-up to first. Mooney deals, swung on and hit by Lanners. That's going to go foul. One-two count, 1 away. 62 is your score here in the bottom of the 7th. Mooney deals, pitch is swung on and hit. That's going to go pop up in the infield, and over is Cody Mirren to grab that one for out number 2. So now coming up is the shortstop, number 10, Steven Knowles. Steven so far with a double and a single. Double back in the 5th, single back in the 3rd, and a sack bunt back in the 2nd. So he's 2 of 2 today. Thigpen still holding at second. 6-2 is your score in the bottom of the 7th. Mooney still working. Mooney steps off again. He's worried about Thigpen over there. Mooney deals. Swung on and hit by Knowles. That's going foul. It surely had the distance to potentially be a free swinging home run there. He barely even put anything on it. It's a short distance to the right field, the shortest distance to get a home run, and Nall swung on and hit. That's going into right field, and that's going to be an easy fly out for Jim Reed. So goose egg goes up in the bottom of the 7th. 6-2 is your score. When we come back, the top of the 8th, LaGrange has to do some work. They're down by 4 runs. When we come back, we'll have that right for you live here from the USA South Conference Tournament on AUSN Radio.
I don't ever want to send out a bad pizza. It's got my name on it. Pizza Tracker lets you track your order at every stage on Domino's.com, and it lets you leave a review instantly. Tracker gives accountability. It lets you know if Jess is making your pizza, I'm Jess, and I'm making your pizza.
Right now, we have one coming up, so that's a good review.
We've got some 5s, which is awesome. We've got some 1s and 2s, which is not so awesome.
Good reviews and bad reviews, they make us better.
We want to know how we're doing.
What if more people saw the reviews?
If more people in the store, or... Are you kidding me? That is insane. I never thought I'd see my name scrolling through Times Square.
The reviews are up, so get our $5.99 deal online and tell us how we did.
I think that raises the bar just a little bit higher.
A Pinnacle fishing rod, a tackle box, an Ozark Trail tent, and an air horn.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's get out. This is a fishing trip, not a sleeping trip. All right. That's what you asked for. You gonna get this now. Yeah, you up now.
Only Walmart has low prices every day on everything you need, backed by our ad match guarantee. Save money, live better. Walmart.
And we're back here live here from 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio. And my name is Casey Bowe, bringing you live coverage of the USA South Conference Tournament. And this is Championship Sunday. Leadoff batter for the LaGrange College Panthers is number 6, Anthony Iannetta. He is 1 for 2 today. Single back in the 3rd. A new pitcher for the Methodist University Monarchs. They call to the bump. Number 7, Josh Ayers. First pitch to Iannetta is fouled away. So 0-1 count. 6-2 still remains the score, as the Monarchs still trying to hold tight here to go on to be victors in the USA South Conference Tournament. Second pitch is over for a strike, 0-2 count. Josh Ayers been a great pitcher so far here in the tournament in relief. 0-2 count. He deals, pitches outside for a ball, 1-2 count. Michael Judge, starting pitcher for the Monarchs, did a pretty good job today, only giving up 2 runs, 5 hits. Only had 1 error accountable to his defense, and swung on and fouled back by Iannetta, so still remains 1-2 count. Michael Judge, as Drew said earlier, did not go farther than 5 innings throughout the regular season, and Josh Ayers with a strikeout, his first batter of the game. Now Brent Kinsey will come up. Iannetta goes down. And Brent Kinsey so far today, he had a double back in the 5th, and he flew out back in the 1st and the 3rd. So he's 1 for 3. Ayers deal, swung on and hit foul. 0-1 count now for Brent Kinsey. That ball swung on and hit into center field. Cody Milosky is there. Score that in F8. So a quick 2 outs for person in relief, Josh Ayers. Now John Brock, center fielder, will come up. He flew on back in the 5th, and 1st and 3rd he grounded out, so he's 0 of 3 today. Josh Ayers, he deals. Pitch is swung on and hit. That's going to go foul. 0-1 count. Ayers deals, and Brock fouls it into the net. So 0-2 count now. Josh Ayers trying to put away John Brock. I'm assuming he's going to probably take him outside, and he will. Power sets up outside. He deals and pitches, fouled away again. Protecting the plate is John Brock. 0-2 count now for him. Ayers deals and swung on and fouled back by John Brock again. Ayers deals, swung on and hit by John Brock. That's going to go to the shortstop, Stephen Knowles. He has to throw it pretty hard, and he pulls Tyler Younger off the bag as he had to jump to make the catch. So will that be an error or will there be a hit? It's going to be it was deep in the hole. But now up to bat is Cody Mirren. Runner on first, that's Brent Kinsey. Excuse me, John Brock. Cody Mirren today, 0 for 3. First pitch for him is a strike. Swung on and hit by Cody Mirren into center field. And that's going to be an easy F8 for Cody Milosky. And they did rule that a single for John Brock. But nothing doing there. They strand them at first. So a goose egg goes up at the top of the 8th. 6-2 is your score. When we come back, the winning Monarchs will be up to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Stay with us live here from 5 County Stadium here on AU SN Radio.
Let's kick back for the moment. Toss all your worries in the air, 'cause you forget them when you're there. Let's go out back tonight.
Let go of the day. Go out back tonight. For the steak is thick and juicy. The shrimp is grilled and sweet. The chicken tender. Your only worry is which to choose.
Let's go out back tonight.
Tonight, let go.
Life will still be there tomorrow.
Go out back.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
Welcome back. Our big leader is Carl Senegren, a bouncer from Saskatchewan. His hobbies are eating and lighting firecrackers. And it says here, Carl, you're looking forward to the 7th grade. You're going to be a teacher?
No, a student, Alex.
You mean you're not even in high school yet?
What is no? But I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Let's get some harder questions here, huh, Alex?
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
And we're back here live here at 5 County Stadium, here the side of the USA South Conference Tournament Championship Sunday. And a new pitcher we have here is number 32, the sophomore, Josh Bricker. And Josh Bricker this year pitched in 3 games, giving up 7 hits, 3 earned runs, has a 5.40 ERA so far. First pitch for him is a ball, so 1-0 count to the leadoff batter for the Monarchs. That is Alex Rodriguez. So Josh Bricker, relief pitcher for the Panthers. And his second pitch is in there for a strike. Alex Rodriguez Pitch to him is outside for a ball, 2-1 count. Rodriguez so far today, he has two singles. He's 2 of 3 today. He lined out back in the third. And pitches high for a ball, 3-1 count. Josh Bricker, he deals and pitches high for a ball, so he walked his first batter he has faced, and Rodriguez will take first. Now coming up is the center fielder who's been doing work defensively as well as offensively too, and that's Cody Milosky. Milosky is 1 for 3 today. He had a double back in the fourth, struck out back in the fifth. 6-2 still remains the score. The number 6 seed, Monarchs, are on top. Bricker. And he deals, and the first pitch for him is over for a strike, so 0-1 count. Throw back to first. Got away from Kinsey. But Rodriguez will hold tight. LaGrange will also have another pitcher warming up, looks like. And a bunt by Cody Milosky goes foul. Oh, 2 count now. Bricker looking back at first. He deals. Pitch is over for a strike. That's 2 strikeouts for Cody Milosky today. That will be out number 1. Now the catcher, Chris Bauer, will be up. Chris Bauer so far 2 for 4 today. Single back in the fourth, double back in the second. Bricker deals, pitches outside for a ball. So 1-0 count. And pickoff move over to first. Nothing doing there. 1-0 count. 6-2 is your score. And pitch is catch the outside corner for strike. 1-1 count. Righty versus righty. Chris Bauer and Josh Bricker. Pitch catch the outside corner again. 1-2 now. Chris Bauer shaking his head at that. He doesn't agree with the home plate umpire's zone. Pitch is swung on and hit by Chris Bauer. That's going to get past the shortstop. That's going to be a single for Chris Bauer. Ronnie Hatfield will come to the plate. So far, Hatfield reached on an error back in the first and the sixth. Struck out in the fourth, grounded out in the second, so he's 0-4 today. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Bricker deals, pitches outside corner for a strike again. He's loving that spot. Bricker deal, swung on and hit by Hatfield. That's going into left field. Diving catch, no good by Miles Lee. And that's going to fall. That's got to be a base hit. for Ronnie Hatfield. So bases are loaded with one away. Ronnie Hatfield comes away with a big hit, trying to add on some insurance runs. Now Stephen Kirby will be up. So far, he's 2 for 4 today, grounded out the 5-4-3 double play back in the 6th. Bases are loaded. Bricker in some trouble right now. Swung on a hit by Stephen Kirby. That's going high into left field. That's going to definitely be a sac fly. Tagging up is Alex Rodriguez, and he'll come on home. 7-2 now will be your score. So the Monarchs are adding on more runs. The big bat, Brandon Thigpen, is up. So far today, he is 3 of 4, 2 singles and a double. If he can keep it going, runners on first and second, he can open this thing up even more. And that Bricker throws back to second. Nothing doing there. And Bricker worried about Chris Power over there at second. Bricker looking back. And he steps off again. 2 away here. And the pitch is low for a ball, 1-0 count. Bricker deal, swung on and foul back into the net. One count, 2 away. 7-2 is your score. Swung on and hit by Thigpen. That's going deep. Back, back, back. That's a home run. Brandon Thigpen, you've just made all tournament. Wow. A 3-run bomb to hit the scoreboard in right center. This kid is on another level. 10-2 is now is your score. And now we're going to see a mound visit and possibly a pitching change. And that will be it for Josh Bricker. 10-2 is your score. When we come back, we'll have details for you. Stay with us live here from 5 County Stadium, here at the site of the USA South Conference Tournament, here on AUSN Radio.
Spaces to work, relax, and unfold at a value that's simply refreshing. Courtyard, it's a new stay.
The Cows want to remind you to cater your next party with chicken. like the 15 crowd-pleasing trays from Chick-fil-A. Whether it's the nuggets, brownie, or chicken minis tray, both you and the cows will have more reason to celebrate. Chick-fil-A Catering.
Chick-fil-A serves Danville with locations on Riverside Drive and in Piedmont Mall. Also, be sure to check out the new desserts from Chick-fil-A, featuring the chocolate chunk cookie, the fudge brownie, or the cookie or brownie sundae.
So here we are in the fourth quarter. No time left, and the touchdown is under review.
Hey, guys, what do you think?
We're not ready to go yet. Is there any way you can send this thing into overtime?
No problem.
I don't know what he was looking at, but we're going into overtime.
Buffalo Wild Wings, you have to be here.
This could finally end it. Oh, my!
The path to financial freedom needs to be clearer. You want to be confident in your choices every step of the way. At BB&T, we've spent more than 135 years sharing our knowledge, helping clients manage their day-to-day finances and reach their long-term financial goals. When you're better informed, you head in a brighter financial direction. Talk to us today about where your money can take you and know how it feels to know more. BB&T. As a business owner, you need to choose the financial direction that's best for you to find a clear path to growth and success. At BB&T, we support businesses of all sizes with personal service and advice, sharing the sound financial knowledge we've gained over more than 135 years, so you can move ahead with confidence. Talk to us today about your business goals and know how it feels to know more.
And we're back here live here at the USA South Conference Tournament. And now on the mound is number 8, the shortstop. He switched Blake Shuck and swung on a hit by Tyler Young. That's going to be into center field. And Shuck comes in relief from the field. And he gets the last out of the bottom of the 8th. 4 runs here in the bottom of the 8th. Takes it to 10-2 by a 3-run bomb from Brandon Thigpen. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Let's see if Josh Ayers and the Methodist University Monarchs can shut it down and get their ring here in Championship Sunday. Stay with us live here from 5 County Stadium, AUSN Radio.
The word is Ashley.
Can I have a definition, please?
Ashley Furniture Home Store is the #1 home furniture retailer in the United States.
Ashley. A-S-H-L-E-Y. Ashley.
A Pinnacle fishing rod, a tackle box, an Ozark Trail tent, and an air horn.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's get out. This is a fishing trip, not a sleeping trip. All right. That's what you asked for. Yeah, you up now.
Only Walmart has low prices every day on everything you need, backed by our ad match guarantee. Save money, live better. Walmart.
And we're back here live here from 5 County Stadium here on AUSN Radio. Top of the 9th, Monarchs are looking to shut it down. Ayers deals to the pitcher now is Blake Shuck. He is up to bat for the first at bat of the top of the 9th. Blake Shuck so far, he is 0-3. Ayers deals and a swing and fouled away. 1-1 count now. 10-2 is your score. The number 6 Monarchs have been hitting like no other team with 16 hits so far. Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-2 count. And coming back in the bottom of the 8th, Brandon Thigpen with the highlight, a 3-run homer to right center. And Ayers strikes out Blake Shuck here in the top of the 9th for the first out. Now coming up, the left fielder, Miles Lee. All the fans are standing for the Monarchs as well as the players. They are all standing up here with only 2 more outs left. They win the title in the USA South Conference Tournament. Pitch is over for a strike. 0-1 count now, one away. And pitch is outside for a ball. And in there for a strike, 1-2 count. And Josh Ayers strikes out Miles Lee for out number 2. Ayers on another level. He struck out a batter back in the 8th. And now one more. And now pitch hitting in number 7, Brandon Espinoza. And this could be it, this is the final out, final at bat for the top of the 9th. Pitch is inside for a ball from Josh Ayers. 1-0 count, 2 away, 10-2 is your score. Ayers deals and pitches low for a ball, 2-0. And pitch is outside for a strike. So 2-1 count now. Ayers deal, swung on and hit high, popped up by Espinoza. That's going to the shortstop, Knowles. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, he lost it in the sun, and that's going to be in there. But it's okay. Sorry for Knowles. And there's a runner on first now coming up. There's another pitch hitter for the LaGrange College Panthers. Knowles is probably kicking himself right now, but it's all good. Still 2 away and a 10-2 lead. Ayers deals, pitch is low for a ball. Pitch hitting is James Hall, the senior outfielder for LaGrange College Panthers. And swing and a miss by Hall. 1-1 count now. And the pitch is over for a strike. One, 2 count. And a swing and a miss. And swing and foul back into the glove, but it tipped away. So a 1-2 count now. Still remains. One, 2 count, 2 away. Josh Ayers going against James Hall. James Hall in the box, righty versus righty. 10-2 is your score. Monarchs on top. Ayers delivers, strikeout. The Methodist University Monarchs win the USA South Conference Tournament. And look at the fireworks go off. And the Monarchs are celebrating in the infield. 10-2 is your final score. And the number 6 seed, I said 6, wins the USA South Conference Tournament. This is why we have this, folks. As the number 6 seed went against the number 4 seed, the LaGrange College Panthers, Methodist undefeated in the tournament, and they win here and win the tournament they'll be getting the ring. Wow. 10-2 is your final score. And we're going to take a break. We're going to be right back, and you're going to get to see the all-tournament selections. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Methodist University Monarchs win the USA South Conference Tournament. I'm Casey Bowe, bringing you live coverage here on the Averett Sports Network. Stay with us live here from 5 County Stadium. Methodist win.
Let's go out back tonight. Let go of the day. Go out back tonight. But the steak is thick and juicy. The shrimp is grilled and sweet. The chicken, tender. Your only worry is which to choose. Let's go out back tonight. Tonight, let go. Life will still be there tomorrow. Go out back.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
Welcome back. Our big leader is Carl Senegren, a bouncer from Saskatchewan. His hobbies are eating and lighting firecrackers. And it says here, Carl, you're looking forward to the 7th grade. You're going to be a teacher?
No, student, Alex.
You mean you're not even in high school yet?
What is no? But I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Let's get some harder questions here, huh, Alex?
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
We did it. For the clutch players, our beds, our lobbies. Courtyards changed it all. For the go-tos, the can-dos. Deep mattresses and crisp sheets. Wide open spaces with Wi-Fi, easy chairs, and freshly stocked 24-hour markets. All for them, for the pros who suit up and take the field.
Courtyard, redesigned by business travelers for business travelers.
Let's do this.
New spaces to work, relax, and unfold at a value that's simply refreshing. Courtyard. It's a new stay.
The cows want to remind you to cater your next party with chicken. Like the 15 crowd-pleasing trays from Chick-fil-A. Whether it's the nuggets, brownie, or chicken minis tray, both you and the cows will have more reason to celebrate. Chick-fil-A catering.
Chick-fil-A serves Danville with locations on Riverside Drive and then Piedmont Mall. Also, be sure to
All
check
tournament
out the
team.
from Chick-fil-A, featuring the
At
chocolate
catcher
chip
from
cookie,
Methodist University,
fudge
Chris
brownie,
Power.
or the cookie or brownie sundae.
So here we are in the 4th quarter. No time left, and the touchdown is under review.
At first base from Piedmont College, Kevin Datnick.
And we're back here
At second
live
base
here
from Piedmont College, Tim
the
Nunez.
USA South Conference Tournament and
Also
the
at second base
Methodist
from
University
LaGrange
Monarchs win
College, Cody
10-2
Murin.
against the LaGrange College Panthers. They're now announcing the all-tournament team. First was catcher
At third base
Chris Powell
from LaGrange
Methodist
College, Josh
University.
Shiver.
At first base from Piedmont is Kevin Datnick. At second base from
At shortstop
Piedmont
from
College,
Methodist
Tim
University,
Nunez.
Stephen Knowles.
Also at second base from LaGrange is Cody Murin. Also at third base from LaGrange, Josh
In the
Shiver.
outfield from Methodist University, Alex Rodriguez.
A shortstop from Methodist University, Stephen Knowles. Outfielder from Methodist, Alex Rodriguez.
At designated hitter from North Carolina Wesleyan, J.J. Rodriguez.
At designated hitter was North Carolina Wesleyan.
Utility
J.J.
player from North
Rodriguez.
Carolina Wesleyan, Ciro Norzagari.
Utility player for North Carolina Wesleyan, Ciro Nozagari.
Pitcher from LaGrange College, Robbie Williams.
Pitcher from LaGrange, Robbie Williams.
Pitcher from Methodist University, Josh Ayers.
Pitcher from the winning team at Methodist University who closed out the game, Josh Ayers.
The most valuable player for the 2013 USA South Conference Championship from Methodist University, Brandon Thigpen.
And the MVP of the tournament, who is well-deserved, who had a 3-run bomb to add in the 8th, it is Mr. Brandon Thigpen. He pitched and played in the field, and he is the most valuable player.
At this time, please give a round of applause to this year's USA South Tournament runner-up, LaGrange College. And now accepting the trophy and automatic berth into the NCAA Division III Baseball Regional Championship, congratulations to this year's USA South Baseball champions, the Monarchs of Methodist University.